Hi, so this is a quick video introducing an idea of a remote control device for a virtual tape machine. So the idea is it's a simple Arduino Nano in this case, and there's a very simple circuit which emulates the remote control connection of a tape recorder. So the idea is that the Arduino code is pushed onto the device, and it pretends to be a serial device, and it returns a bunch of custom responses and set to 9600 baud. And depending on the position of the switch, if I change that now, you can see on here that's now on, that's now off, and the light changes. But what's more important is, if I do it from there, you can see, is that the status of that changes on here. And then the next step is to take this code and connect it up to a Visual Studio application. It's only for Windows at present, and this will be the start of a virtual tape machine. So the idea is here it will enumerate the COM ports. So I know COM port 3 isn't the correct one, so it can't find the tape device. Put it onto COM 8. There's a little bug there, but and it will interrogate the device. So that's coming off this Arduino here, and it said, oh yeah, I identify myself as device ID Retro Ginger tape remote version 0.1, which means that as this changes state, it's able to read the status change of that device. So as you're playing a sample back, you'll be able to pause and resume. So if you imagine you have the microphone and what they call it ear, but essentially the audio in and out connected to a PC, but you have the 2.5mm remote jack plugged into here, then the PC will be able to honor the remote state. So when you're doing computer tape playback, so this application will consume a WAV file. As the WAV file is played back, if the remote is on, it will pause. So for multi-part loading, but also for recording, if you set it to record, then this doesn't have any of that at the moment, but the idea is when you're recording, the tape remote is actually quite important, because when you finish recording, the tape will stop. So this will be able to honor that mechanism. So it's very, very simple. From a serial point of view, it literally is, if I load up a terminal emulator, and I set the standard config to be that, so this is about as default as you can get, you know. If I then do, basically there's two commands. If I do a question mark, send a question mark, it returns the current the device ident effectively. If I send an exclamation mark, it tells me what the state is. They're very, very simple. So any other integration to other devices, it could be used for something else, it doesn't have to be a tape. Then you can interrogate it just with those two commands. Very, very simple, but actually it works. So the idea is to miniaturize that and make a nice case. It's very, very simple. There's just a pull down resistor, and then I'm going to be using this stuff here, which is a tiny little Arduino board. It doesn't need much in the way of power. There'll just be a micro USB connection and a 2.5mm remote jack, and that's it. So stay tuned. Hopefully I'll be able to get some prototypes out there soon, and I've obviously got to do some more work on this application, and yeah, I expect the first alpha releases soon. Cheers.